Hey, Push Run Nation, Dr. Dave here. Peace. Today, we're checking out the Hoka Rocket X2. Yes, it's been on the market for a little while, but I finally just got my hands on this shoe, and I can tell you that I'm already in love with this over a couple other super shoes that I thought were my top picks. I've yet to race in this shoe. I've run once in the shoe last night, 7 miles, and I can tell you that it definitely is a shoe right up there with the other top-tier super shoes. So if you're looking for a great shoe for a half or full marathon, stay tuned. Let's check it out. Hoka Rocket X2. This is Hoka's answer to the Nike Alpha Fly, to the Saucony Elite, and the other super shoes out there on the marathon circuit. And the past several months or year, we've seen several of the Hoka pro runners wearing the Rocket X2 out there on the marathon courses, including going back to the spring at the Boston Marathon. So this is a totally redesigned version of the Rocket X, and we'll be going over from heel to toe, top to bottom, as usual. This shoe is designed for the longer races, as I said, the marathons. Like a lot of people wearing Alpha Flies or Vapor Flies or other super shoes in races all the way down to 5K. I will definitely be trying this on the 5K courses, along with eventually wearing this at least on a half marathon possibly this year. If not, it'll be on a half and full marathon in 2024. So let's take a look at this shoe and see what it has to offer us. The upper is an engineered ripstop mesh upper, translucent. You can see your fingers through the material. This is definitely just like the original Nike Vaporfly that was the first shoe, I believe, that came out with that translucent upper material that you can see through. How some people were still able to rip through this with their foot, I don't know, unless people had a too wide of a foot for the shoe. Let's check out the Rocket X2. Has a lot of inlays in the foot on the lateral and medial side, mostly on the medial side here. On the inside, that provides a nice tight lockdown on your foot. And I'll tell you, when I put these on the first time, and I picked these up at my local specialty run store, Strictly Running, downtown Columbia, South Carolina, they hooked me up with these. We're able to order them because it's not a shoe they usually carry. But I ordered them last Friday and picked them up yesterday, which was Thursday. Came in on Wednesday, so it was like 4 or 5 days it took for them to get this in for me. So if you're looking to get the shoe, check with your local running shoe if they don't sell it, but they do sell Hokas. They can probably order it for you and have it in within 3 to 5 days, depending on where you live. We have the nice Hoka design here on the side. If you're someone who has heel issues and you need a hard heel cup for protection or stability, I'll tell you what, do not get this shoe. Why? There is 0 heel cup in this shoe. Nothing. So if you need that, this isn't the shoe for you. But if you're looking for a light racing shoe and you don't need that heel cup, I can almost guarantee you, once you try this, this will be up there with your other favorite racing shoes. The laces, pretty much straight up the middle lacing system, not an offset lacing like the Nike Vapor and Alpha Flies. The tongue is a gusseted tongue, so that will be staying in place. It won't go to one side like some shoes do. These are engineered synthetic laces. Very nice, very soft. They're not going to bite into the top of your foot right here. There is padding along the entire length in the middle of that tongue. So no matter how hard you pull those laces down, they're not going to bite into the top of your foot. We have a toe guard here around the ankle. There's pretty good padding on the lateral side and medial side. In the back here, or top of the heel, there is no padding. So you may feel a little bit of rubbing on the back of your foot there, but if you wear even a medium or slightly padded racing shoe, running, sock, that will give you enough protection to not cause any abrasions back there. It has a pretty aggressive arch system in the shoe with the insole, which is partially glued in, not very much, at least there isn't any on the forefoot part. So if you wanted to remove it, you could, if that's too much of an arch, high arch support for you. I have high arches, I have thin feet. This width here fit me like an absolute glove. The rocker geometry is new on the foot, meaning the front rocker is a little bit more aggressive, meaning it comes up a lot quicker than the original Rocket X. So it's coming down to a midfoot right about here. So the shoe is meant to get you up on your toes a lot quicker. Does have a full-length carbon plate, which you can see a lot of it right there with that decoupled sole. This does have a Peba foam midsole. We have 37 millimeter stack height in the heel. We have 31 in the forefoot for a 6 millimeter drop. Hoka is saying that a U.S. men's size 9 is coming in at 7.5 ounces or 212 grams for our European friends. On the outsole, one of the areas that some weight is coming from is all of that durabrasion rubber Hoka put on the outsole. Yes, it is strategically placed on there. It does not cover the full length of all the foam or full length of the outsole, but it is pretty thick. So that's a little bit of weight in the future if they want to shave off half an ounce. Cutting that durabrasion rubber, which is pretty dense, meaning hard, that's one area they can pull some weight out of. With the amount they have on here, I can tell you this shoe is going to last you a pretty good long time. It does fit lengthwise true to size. I had a good thumb width on the forefoot above my big toe, which is exactly what you want for proper sizing on your running shoes. Anything smaller and not having that thumb width on the top of your big toe, you will run the risk with front of your toes banging to the front of the shoe and ending up with black toenails or bruised toenails, which eventually can lead to blisters under the nail, bleeding. Eventually the nail will drop off. And that's about a 6-month process for it all to come off and grow back. With that aggressive rocker here, similar to the Saucony Elite, which probably has the most aggressive front rocker, along with the Puma Fast R. And I can tell you when wearing these two shoes, I definitely can feel myself getting launched on my forefoot and toes very quickly. The Rocket X2 was no different. Just a lot more soft, cushy foam under the foot than the other two shoes had. A men's US size 11. Let's check some numbers here. I'm coming in at 8.7 ounces. And again, Hoka was saying men's 9 US was 7.5 ounces. So I'm getting 1.2 ounces more going up to a men's size 11. For our European friends, 246 grams. Let's check the density of that Peba foam there. This has 2 layers of foam in it from what Hoka is saying, which on the top should be a little bit softer than down the bottom closer to the outsole. So let's check the heel section, and you want to check right under the ankle bone area. Check the bottom, 29, and the upper section coming in at 24, and the forefoot 31, and the top section 21.5. So we definitely have the softer foam closer to your foot than down the bottom. So that's going to give you a very comfortable ride. If you're interested in checking out the Hoka Rocket X2, I'll put a link down in the description where you can check it out further. Right now, some sites are having some good deals on this colorway. If you can find them, I'll try and hunt them down and pop them down in the description. Definitely a shoe up there with the other super shoes on the market that you want to check out. If you're new to the videos, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you were able to at least grab one tidbit of information, let me know down in the comments what you are wearing on your race days, whether you're running 5K, 10K, half marathon, or marathons. What's your race shoe of choice? Have you tried the Rocket X2? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comment. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, like more than half of the viewers of my videos, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below and the notification bell down in the right corner so you'll be notified of all the new content that we have dropping. Because we give away gear every single month to the people who watch the videos and comment. So the more you watch, the more you comment, the better your chances of winning some gear. So, Dr. Dave for Push to Run Nation. We'll see you out in the streets, the races. Peace.